How to harden off seedlings before transplanting, step-by-step guide. Welcome back to EcoAlchemy. I'm Pete, and today we're diving into a crucial step that can make or break your gardening dreams. Hardening off seedlings. Think of it as sending your little plant babies to a boot camp before they face the real world. If you've been carefully nurturing your seedlings indoors, providing them with the perfect conditions, you're already halfway there. But before you excitedly transplant them into your garden, there's one essential step you absolutely cannot skip: hardening off. Skipping this process is like sending a baby into the Arctic without a coat. Hardening off is the gradual process of acclimating your indoor-grown seedlings to the harsher outdoor environment. Without it, your tender plants can suffer from sunburn, wind damage, transplant shock, and even death. Don't worry, though. I'm here to guide you through each step, ensuring your seedlings are tough enough to thrive. Imagine spending weeks in a cozy, climate-controlled room and then suddenly being thrust into the blazing sun, gusty winds, and unpredictable rain. That's precisely what it feels like for seedlings that haven't been properly hardened off. This process gradually strengthens their stems, prepares them for temperature fluctuations, and builds their natural defenses. Think of it as building their immunity to the outside world. Hardening off allows seedlings to develop a thicker cuticle, the waxy coating on leaves, which reduces water loss and protects against sunburn. It also encourages stronger stem development, making them more resistant to wind damage. Knowing when to begin hardening off is just as important as understanding the process itself. Generally, you should start about 7 to 14 days before your planned transplant date. However, several factors influence the ideal timing. Let's break them down. First, check your last frost date. You want to ensure that nighttime temperatures are consistently above freezing before you even think about starting. Next, assess the maturity of your seedlings. They should have sturdy stems, several sets of true leaves, not just the initial seed leaves, and a well-developed root system. Finally, keep a close eye on the weather forecast. Avoid hardening off during periods of extreme wind, heavy rain, or unexpected cold snaps. Remember, patience is key. For cold weather crops like kale or spinach, you can start the process a bit earlier. Warm weather crops like tomatoes and peppers require extra caution and a slightly later start. Hardening off isn't complicated, but it does require a gentle, patient approach. Here's a step-by-step guide to ensure your seedlings make a smooth transition. Day 1 to 2. Gentle introduction. Place your seedlings outdoors for just an hour or two in a shaded, wind-protected location. A covered porch or the north side of your house works well. Bring them back inside before temperatures drop in the evening. Day 3 to 4. Indirect sunlight. Gradually introduce your seedlings to indirect sunlight, increasing their outdoor time by 1 to 2 hours each day. Monitor them closely for any signs of stress, such as wilting or leaf curling. If you notice these signs, reduce their exposure time. Day 5 to 6. Half-day sun. Move your seedlings to a location where they receive about half a day of direct sunlight. Continue to bring them indoors at night if temperatures are still cool. Day 7 plus. Full-day exposure. By the end of the first week, your plants should be able to handle a full day of outdoor exposure. If nighttime temperatures are consistently above 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius, you can start leaving them outside overnight. During this entire process, pay close attention to watering. Seedlings will dry out faster outdoors than they do indoors, so check the soil moisture regularly. Even experienced gardeners sometimes encounter challenges during the hardening off process. Here are some common mistakes and how to avoid them. Too much sun too soon. This is one of the most frequent errors. Seedlings exposed to intense sunlight too quickly can suffer from sunburn, resulting in yellow or brown patches on their leaves. Always start in the shade and gradually increase light exposure. Ignoring wind resistance. Seedlings accustomed to a still indoor environment can struggle in windy conditions. A gentle breeze is beneficial for strengthening stems, but strong winds can cause damage. Use a temporary windbreak, such as a low fence or overturned containers, to protect your plants. Skipping the process entirely. It's tempting to rush things, especially when you're eager to get your plants in the ground. However, skipping the hardening off process can shock your seedlings and stunt their growth. Remember, patience is a virtue in gardening. Transplanting too early. Just because your seedlings are hardened off doesn't automatically mean they're ready for the garden. Always check soil temperatures and the risk of frost before transplanting. Use a soil thermometer to ensure the soil has warmed up sufficiently for your specific plants. Once your seedlings are fully hardened off, they're ready for their new home in the garden. But before you start digging, let's talk about soil preparation. Healthy soil is the foundation for healthy plants. Plants don't grow in a vacuum. They rely on a thriving soil ecosystem filled with beneficial microbes. These tiny organisms play a crucial role in plant health, nutrient absorption, and disease resistance. Consider amending your soil with compost or other organic matter to improve its structure and fertility. So, in our next episode, we're taking a deep dive into soil microbiology to understand how bacteria, fungi, and other soil life work together to create the perfect growing environment. If you want to grow the healthiest plants possible, you won't want to miss it. Have you started hardening off your seedlings yet? Share your experiences and any questions you have in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more daily gardening wisdom. Thanks for tuning in to EcoAlchemy. See you next time. Now get out there and give your seedlings the best possible start.